Hello and welcome to another episode of the Next Game Dilemma podcast, your board gaming podcast. Today, we want to zone in and focus in on just a little corner of tabletop gaming, which is role-playing, near and dear to all of our hearts. We'll be talking about past games and future games that we hope to run, and even some systems that we have our eye on for future purchases. Let's go! Hello and welcome to episode 5 of the Next Game Dilemma podcast. I am your host, as always, Noel, here with the twins, and that's it, here with Alex and Tom.
The important people.
The real important people, the backbone of this group, right?
He's never here, so if he's the backbone, we can't walk.
I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's a strong backbone, clearly, with you two.
Wow.
But I'm saying we have one sometimes. Okay, so we actually wanted to get together, talk about role-playing in general today. So what RPGs are you looking into, Alex?
So mostly I'm playing Modifius games. Right now, Star Trek Adventures is the one I played last, but I'm trying to get this Cult game up and running, Cult Divinity Lost. Both were made by Modifius. Star Trek out in September 2017, Cult in February 2019. The one I'm excited to get is called Morkborg by Free League Publishing. That'll be sometime in this month, actually.
Oh, wow. Okay. So they're all by the same company?
No, the Morkborg's made by a Swedish company.
Okay, gotcha. Well, let's go ahead and start talking about the one that you were trying to get up and running.
Cult, Divinity Lost, where every human at one point was divine, but had that stolen from, God, basically.
Okay.
And it's about you breaching the illusion and realizing that you're trapped by all hell, limbo, dream world, heaven. They have a lot to do with heaven and hell as they see it. It's not like God and the devil. It's something called like a demiurge. Anyway, it's about humans striving to get back their divinity, but they fall into random situations.
So what type of system is it?
I call it D20. It's really supposed to be D10s, but a D20 would work just as well. You roll, and it's a pretty basic. You roll to do something. 15 plus succeed. 10 to 14, you succeed but have an unknown consequence. Or, it can be immediate, or the dungeon master can use it later.
Okay, so you store them up a little bit.
Yeah, you store them up to use.
Gotcha.
And then anything below a 10, so a 9 minus, you just fail.
Okay, that's fairly simple. Pretty clear cut. Do you get to have a wiggle room, or is it just what it is?
Are there any items that give you bonuses or some kind of?
They don't have. They have basic gear listed out, like just basic guns and things like that, but nothing that's stat boosting. They're more meant for you to make that kind of level of gear. They do have one kind of example. They have a gun, a cursed gun, that's only found in Inferno, which is their version of hell, and slowly drives you crazy until you have to kill yourself or kill your loved one. I forget that detail.
So,
wow.
do you ever go to heaven or Inferno or hell?
You go to Inferno, or you go to heaven, which is the Metropolis, or you go to Limbo, which is Dreamland, or you go to the Underground, which not Stranger Things, just deep underground.
Okay.
I shouldn't say any more details because y'all are gonna play it, and I don't want y'all to know all the.
Okay, well, where does the customization come in for the characters? How does the character building in that game?
You can either do an archetype, which is a basic personality like a private detective or an academic, something like that. Or you can just pick 1 dark secret, 2 disadvantages, and 3 advantages, and pick some basic stats. And that's basically it. It's not the most complicated character creation.
Yeah, it seemed pretty simple. Me and Christina, I believe, did part of it. I think you did as well, right?
Yeah, I did recently.
Yeah. We started doing some of our secrets and some of our stuff like that, but we need to completely finish that.
Yeah.
But it was fairly simple. Out of all the ones that we've done before, this has definitely been one of the most simple.
Yeah, one of the easier ones to do. It's all more in the character concept exactly, like what your history is, your story beforehand.
Yeah, it lets you do pretty much whatever it is you want to do. It lets you be very creative with the character development.
There's a lot of give and take with the Dungeon Master performing their actions based off of the players. Depending how they roll, the GM reacts that way. It's not... There's planned plot points to some extent, but it's more meant to freewheel based on how y'all actually perform.
Right. And what's the goal of the game, would you say?
Oh, to have y'all die, hopefully.
Okay.
Y'all have to you're finding your divinity. If you find your divinity, the game's over. You don't really play as the advanced, all-powerful being.
what would you say is the goal of any RPG, just in general, as the game master?
Kill the players.
That's not the goal of an RPG. It's for everyone to have fun.
By killing the players.
He has his sort of fun. I guess ours is definitely going to be much more just trying to survive. Hoping we get those rolls to where he can't fuck us.
Do you want to talk about the characters we're planning on using?
No, not really. We'd have to start going into story and a little bit more,
Yeah, that's fair.
more stuff. Other than that, what was the one that you were looking forward to?
It's a Swedish. While Cult was made by a British publishing company, this one's made by a Swedish publishing company. It's Morkborg Free League Publishing. They're not the Swedish company. They have an arrangement with the Swedish company to sell it in America. They call it a pitch black apocalypse. It's like a death metal apocalypse is a good way they describe it. And it's based in the OSR style, old school revival. That is the most loose one we will ever play as far as rules light. Like even more so than Cult. I haven't read the exact details yet, but I really like the setting.
You're in a black metal setting. So it was like your character concept
Not
is
City.
I'm a guitarist.
No, that's a different RPG that I'm considering also.
Oh my
Okay. All right, well, calm down. Why don't we try playing Cult first? Okay. Well, one I just recently got is Exalted, Lunars specifically. They just came out with a fancy new edition with the leatherback and everything. I haven't really read this new one yet. I really love Exalted because my biggest game back when I was a kid was Werewolf. Played it very little, but it had the concept of turning into a raging beast and destroying what angered you at the time as an angsty kid, really hit home. Lunar is kind of basically having that character, but in an anime world, where you're the barbarians, you're on the outskirts, you're trying to take down civilization. So it's very cool. In second edition, it was interesting because you weren't trying to just take down civilization, you were trying to build the perfect civilization.
As werewolves?
To replace. No, you're not a werewolf exactly, but you were building the perfect civilization to replace the current civilization.
Okay.
No, as a lunar, you bond with any animal. Basically, when you're making your character, you pick an animal to bond with as your spirit shape. That shape is as natural to you as your human shape or as your werebeast shape. So it's like playing a werewolf, theoretically, because, you turn into an animal, you turn into the were form of it. I chose Snow Leopard when I first played because I'm not going to go straight werewolf. That's silly.
Gotcha.
No, I had the best lunar character until my son and brother wouldn't run the damn game after making my damn character.
We can talk about that later. But yeah, it's just fantastic because not only can you change into that version of an animal, but you can also change into multiple different types of animals. So as a kid growing up, my biggest thing growing up as a kid where my fantasy creature I would have wanted to be beyond a werewolf was a shape changer. So I could just change into any kind of animal.
Right.
So this feeds into that even more so than werewolf does.
I think we've talked outside of the podcast, of course, in depth about your werewolf obsession and just being transforming and such. I think I brought up Animorphs, and you're like, I don't think you were you not into Animorphs?
See, I knew about them, but I didn't read them for whatever reason at the time. I kind of want to go back and read them, but I'm pretty sure it'd be terrible.
It'd be awful, yeah.
Yeah, there's no way you would not appreciate it. But no, Animorphs all the way.
Okay, so
I didn't read every one, but a lot of them.
okay, so it was you who read them, but you who had the transforming
Right.
sort of thing. Oh, gotcha. Okay,
But the story, anyway, of Exalted in general is that back in the day, there was these things called primordials, and there was this soup of chaos. There was no creation. The primordials inside of chaos got bored and made creation to basically play divinity games in. And then they made the gods to maintain creation, and then they made the Exalted to serve themselves. Eventually, the gods got upset and caused the Exalted to rebel and kill the primordials or banish the rest of them. But they had a curse on them. So the curse made them eventually succumb to different flaws. Like the leaders called, the Solars. The leaders called the Solars eventually just had too much hubris and went insane and ended up destroying a lot of creation. But the different types of of dragon-blooded, a different type of Exalted, and Sidereals, a different type of Exalted, killed all the Solars. So now we're thousands of years later, where the Solars, which are supposed to be the saviors, really the golden childs, are coming back. So anything that's not a dragon-blooded or a Sidereal is considered anathema and is hunted down and destroyed.
That's anathema. Just like
Sorry.
Epoch, for fuck's sake.
You're right, anathema. Anyway, they're
and
hunted
that's where we
down.
come in.
And that's where we come in. Lunars were, a lot of them were killed off, but they mostly like retreated either to the wild, which is where chaos reigns, because creation is surrounded by chaos, or they just retreated out into the barbarians, into the wilderness. So you, as in a lunar, there's a lot of places where you be maybe bringing up a barbarian civilization or something like that in 2nd edition. 3rd edition, I haven't read it yet, but I'm looking forward to reading it and seeing what it's all about.
And that's the one you just got, right?
That's the one I just got like a few days ago.
Oh, fantastic. Are you planning on just reading it, or do you plan on running anything down the line?
I mean, I think we have enough things to do right now, so I'm going to take my time, enjoy reading it, and eventually run a lunar game, sure.
Where's my goddamn spider cowboy?
I mean, you can probably still play that in this game. All right, so calm down. Because who doesn't want to be an assassin who can change into a Black Widow spider to sneak into an emperor's palace and kill the emperor? Like, how ridiculously cool would that be?
So here's my question. Say we're in this world, right? Say I have a spear. It's as big as me. I transform into a Black Widow. Where does that fucking spear go?
Oh, so it just like transforms into a portal, or like melds with you.
Okay.
And then comes back afterwards.
Gotcha.
If it's certain types of items. It'd have to be like certain clothing will come with you, but there's like special metal items and things like that that'll just come with you.
Okay, just making sure. Just wondering if I'm gonna have to go into somewhere as a spider, come out as a butt naked dude.
No. Well, as a lunar, for example, they have moon silver, which can change the shape and size of the item per what form you change into. So if you have like a moon silver breastplate in human form, when you change to werebeast form, obviously it needs to be bigger or it's not going to work.
Okay. Gotcha.
So they have that kind of metal for lunar specifically, so that works out pretty well.
That's pretty sweet. And that is the opposite to the werewolf one, right? The lunar is the opposite to, or no, the lunar is the opposite to.
So I mean, the game right now in the new edition, there's solars, dragon blooded, and lunars are options you can play. But in the old edition, they had many different types. Like they have solars and abyssals, which abyssals are kind of like the undead version of solars. They're more the opposite of solars.
Isn't this system sort of have like a twin system, sort of the way hordes and war machine are two different things?
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
No.
Which
You're thinking werewolf and vampire.
That's what I'm thinking.
Or mage. Or demon. Those are all in the world of darkness.
Okay. So, yeah.
Which,
that's what I'm thinking
granted,
about.
that was also a big part of my childhood, the world of darkness.
Yeah. There's too many things where you turn into a werewolf that I'm trying to keep track of. So I want to make sure. Yeah.
It's a lot.
I just want to say Vampire there is another game you had me make a character I never got to play.
We have a bad habit. What can I say?
It feels like RPGs and miniature games have a lot in common.
Yeah, you get really excited. You buy all of the things.
And then it just never happens.
And then you're like, wait, I have to go to work.
Oh, life.
Wait, I have things to do. Wait, I have a girlfriend now.
Wait, how long does this take?
Wait. Man. Oh, and don't get me wrong, Kat. Girlfriend, totally worth it. Just in case you listen to this.
All of a sudden, the unique listeners, it just like, poop, goes to one. It's like, one female, like, oh, shit. Her ears were burning.
It's like, oh, my God.
No. So, anything else that you are looking forward to?
Right now, looking forward to, I really just want more Exalted New Edition to come out. I'd love to see the Abyssal one come out because their story is really cool. They're basically solar essences that when any Exalted dies, its essence or soul gets reincarnated into a new body. But they're solar essences that got captured by the dead primordials, and that were twisted and turned into like. You're basically playing an evil solar, which who doesn't like playing in an evil campaign, guys?
That's fair. I have not had an evil campaign yet.
You don't know what you're missing?
I mean, I talking to you, I'm pretty sure I know what I'm missing.
But we're team being tame tonight. It's okay.
I mean, there's also, if we ever did play D&D 5th edition again, I wouldn't mind getting the Cthulhu Mythos book and trying to play that setting.
Wait, there was a Cthulhu Mythos book for 5th edition?
Yeah, the company that made Cthulhu Wars, saying the Peterson Games, he originally was who did like Call of Cthulhu. Okay. So he made
a special
D&D
supplement?
5th edition supplement for Cthulhu.
Oh.
So Cthulhu Mythos. And he comes out with monthly scenarios that I could theoretically get. So we could easily play that.
Oh,
but we don't got all this time.
No. Well, so the like I said in a different podcast, the plan is to try to get at least 2 sessions of this podcast in, and at least 2 sessions of role playing in a month, hopefully. Also considering that we try to play a little bit of board games.
I mean, if we alternate the role player, if we alternate the people on the podcast, then it's more achievable.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we've been doing, as well as, a little bit, as well as we plan on switching between role playing. So he has a week where he has a role playing, then we podcast. Then I have to do a week of role playing.
I mean, if I'm gonna make a game, I'm probably just gonna make a Lunar game since I just got the book and everything.
Yeah, that sounds like fun too.
Cthulhu eventually would be. I don't know. Cthulhu 5th edition would be sweet, I'm sure.
There's still a lot of work for you, Noel. You got to deal with the podcast editing and Tom needs to be the extra person unless you just want to.
Look, this is fun for me. As long as you guys show up, I'll keep recording and editing. I don't care.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, on the good days, I feel like promoting. I feel like going out, doing shit and making little flyers and all kinds of bullshit. But on bad days, I just won't do anything. Like I just don't have to. This is still a hobby, so I'm not that worried about it.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
But no, the harder part is having to reread all the rules again, because
yeah, it's such a slog, dude.
To be a DM, it really takes either a lot of commitment, and for those people that are really good DMs, man, it takes something special, because a really good DM is something else.
A lot of work.
Yeah,
a really good DM is amazing.
Yeah.
Having the props.
Yeah, when you have that kind of stuff
too. Terrain and everything too.
I'm talking about just raw storytelling ability, skill.
Yeah, like who has all the props?
Yeah,
I would kill just to have easier storytelling ability.
Yeah, seriously, that would be so much better.
There's a reason why if you go down to your local game store, the same dude is running different campaign after different campaign every week. What are you guys playing this time? Oh, we're playing, the Marvel, not the Marvel superhero, but the superhero 20D system. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Next week, oh, we're playing Aliens vs Predators. Oh, what's next week? Oh, Call of Cthulhu. I was like, oh, damn, dude, like, what? Who owns all these books?
And who has time to make this many stories?
Yeah, make the main stories. Remember the stories.
Ew.
Make new and interesting campaigns. Like, yeah, people. Shout out to the people that fucking run those events week in, week out.
I feel like the problem with DMing sometimes anyway, it feels like it absorbs all your free time, at least until you get used to the system.
Yeah, absolutely. Starting and continuing is definitely difficult if you're returning to the book every time.
Yeah, I mean, once you know the system and you're familiar with it, then you can just off the fly make certain characters or whatever, and then you're fine. But anyway,
that's why we got to play this week, because it's been like 3 weeks since I read the rules for Cult. And, if we wait too long, I have to reread the damn thing before we can play it.
Yeah, okay, we're playing this week.
That's fair.
What about you?
Well, out of the ones that we've actually played, I've run pretty much 2. One successfully, one with some hiccups that I would like to return to. The one that I ran successfully was Outbreak Undead, 1st edition specifically. It's a horror RPG. It was released in 2011 by Christopher De La Rosa in Renegade Studios, I believe, or Renegade Game Studios, I believe. It's a simple percentile-based core system. So, run your 2d10s or your d100 if you happen to have it. For most of your stuff, you're trying to get past the percentages. You have to make it within a certain percentage of what you can do. If you're picking up stuff, for example, if there's something on the ground and it's too heavy, you have to roll for that, for your strength. You roll for everything in this game, but it's simple and really difficult at the same time. The simple percentage system is just that. Most of the time it's just 2d10s and you try to figure it out. The problem is the book itself is kind of convoluted. The index isn't very good. You have to reread, and it's not user-friendly for beginners.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, Exalted doesn't... It has a decent index, but it could be a little better. I mean, it's not a D&D by far has the easiest index to use.
Because D&D straight up lays it out in a logical order. Like, even Cult mixes character creation stuff across different chapters, and it's just, why? No, that's way too complicated.
Yeah, no, as convoluted as my original explanation of this RPG was just now, that's how convoluted the rules are. Just because not only didn't have a really good index or glossary or anything like that, but the entire book is written in like the funkiest of fonts, at least 1st edition. I don't understand. Here, give me 1 second here. Okay, I just re-showed them the hardback book. It has a handwriting aspect to it, and everything is done on sort of like college notebook paper with pictures thrown in, and then small sort of like note or sticky notes that they
Right.
look like, you know, on the side. You would imagine they're helpful, but not really. You know,
Yeah, the handwriting's kind of hard to look at and hard to read.
yeah, for a long time, you know, if you don't have something planned out and somebody does something and you have to go digging in that book, good luck. Maybe with the PDF, but whew, finding something specific is definitely difficult. It's scanning through it. It's like the handwriting's fine, but after a while, if you're trying to skim for something, it's like chicken scratch.
Yeah, no, that would kill me. I mean, Exalted's not. Definitely the font's better. It's certainly easier to read, at least.
That would give me a migraine pretty quickly.
Yeah, everything's written out. Descriptions, the charts, everything is handwritten. Or, pseudo handwritten.
One thing I forgot to quickly mention was how the system works for Exalted. Basically, it's a D10 system. And it's just like old White Wolf for the most part, as far as rolling a success on a 7, 8, 9, or 10. And then there's special rules around that based on what difficulty you need to roll, or penalties, or minuses, or whatever, depending on the situation. But when it comes down to it, that's what the system is.
Okay, gotcha. That was for the Lunar, or for most
Exalted
of them?
in general.
Exalted in general. Gotcha. Okay. No, but we had a pretty good campaign going here for Outbreak. I think that was the one that we had, one of the longest ones that we were able to run.
Yeah, we did it like 3-ish, 4-ish sessions.
Did we play that many sessions?
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah, like 3 or 4. Because we played one escaping like the airport thing. I think was it another one in order to explore the town, and when we found the mall or whatever.
Oh yeah, we went to the
Not the
warehouse.
mall,
It's like a Costco.
It's
I
like
Yeah.
a Costco. Yeah, I think it was a Costco.
Yeah, so it was at least 3.
yeah.
Yeah, at least 3. And it was fun. We used Vegas as the backdrop because you can get as detailed as you want to make it. So I know Vegas pretty well. So
Yeah, I mean, it seemed to make the most sense to use a place you already know.
Mhm.
We're not crazy writers, so we need to have some baby steps.
And like I said, because the system's so convoluted, you have to map out everything that you want to do, find it as best you can, and then that's where you get the freedom. Because it is a percentile dice, you in your head get to make how difficult it is. While there is some guidelines for most stuff, you have to judge how difficult you want to make it for your players. For the most part, you try to be lenient because they get fucked up real easy. They're people. They are not, they're not special forces unless that's the character that you made or whatever. But for the most part, they're generally normal humans.
Can we go back to the fact that no, Alex does not do that? That is not the way he plays. He's there to kill you.
I'm not.
Oh, yes. Yeah, clearly.
I will admit there's definitely danger of death this week, but it's not. Hopefully, it won't happen.
Oh man, we better
You
not
sound-
botch anything.
I don't know,
important,
I
dude.
You
just-
sound like you want it to happen.
I want you to feel like you're going to die at the least, and I feel in most RPGs you don't really worry that much about death. But I like
Not really.
my players
Well,
to
yeah.
have some fear.
Because I guess the point for most RPGs is you want to try to continue and expand the story or get to the end if you have one envisioned.
Mm-hmm.
But in this one, it's going to be horror based, so why not kill your players, As long as you don't make me make a really detailed character for a bunch of hours, and then within the first 15 minutes, he fucking dies for no reason.
Wait, what? Yes, once again, can we go back to this D&D campaign?
I mean,
Okay,
really,
not 15 minutes, but like within 30 minutes to an hour, yes,
Oh my god.
dead.
well, I mean, it was only you. I killed Mark too that time.
Oh my god.
He had
that
he
session.
had a couple sessions at least.
This is going to be brutal, dude.
I'm not going to be that mean. Well, it's possible, but
Oh wait, you did. I remember. You had his ranger opened like a bottle of open portal spell, and he got sucked into another realm.
it was it was an item in the evil compendium for D&D 3.5 edition, and it was just a glass clear bottle that if you opened a portal, sucked you in, you D20 check or something to get out of it, to not get sucked in, and you're dead. Oh, he was so angry.
Oh my god. What?
Right. Well, we thought we were done and had won.
It's one of the
I mean, I had already.
It was one
died,
of the
but
rewards, one of the treasure pieces.
That's why you identify before you open shit, sir. I mean, that's everyone should know that. Come on.
I partially wanted that to happen, but partially also you could use this. Maybe I want you to die. Let's be honest.
Oh my god, that sounds like But after that, was the campaign pretty much done?
No,
No.
we just made new characters and continued.
Oh, jeez.
It was kind of fun, actually, to be honest, because you got to play multiple different characters. So really go to town on making different archetypes. Like my second character was a dark knight who was all about challenging people. So I challenged one of his main bosses to a fight, to one of the dragons, and I swooped in on my first strike and killed it.
It's Undead Dragon, and I definitely did the rules wrong.
Yeah, we definitely fibbed the rules of it, but who cares? For the
Oh.
story of it,
Y'all liked it so much because I gave y'all a crazy amount of money. I didn't understand how much money to give in between sessions, and I did how much you're supposed to have in total income at a certain level instead of
Per.
just treasure.
Oh, okay.
oh, it was fantastic. The customization you could do in buying magic items, that's how every D&D campaign should be. I still think that's the way it should be.
What's like a level
It's a lot
20
more fun.
campaign more so?
You let me ride a griffin.
Uh.
I was a dark knight riding a griffin. Are you kidding me?
That's
it
the
was
dream,
amazing.
right? Like,
So you could just imagine my Dark Knight Griffin saluting the dragon, getting on the griffin and flying in there and striking him to death.
It's an
Fantastic.
undead dragon too, you son of a bitch.
Let's be clear, it was with a lance. All right.
Pointy lance.
Very pointy.
the only other the only other system that I personally have any experience DMing, I have played. What was the other one called? The Star Trek one.
Star Trek Adventures, also
Yes.
from Modifius Entertainment.
Yep, that was. I believe you bought most of it, and then some of it was gifted to you for Christmas.
No, I pretty much bought all. I bought all but one book.
Okay, gotcha.
And it's that's an extra. It's one of the books where it's not new rules. It's just extra stories you could run.
Yeah, and we played that, and I'm sure we could have made that game more bearable if we didn't. Here's a little advice for people that are going to be playing the Star Trek role-playing game. Don't ask these two questions, and you'll have a fantastic time. One, no, there are no fucking particles or
Tachyon particles.
tachyon particles.
And
See, you can totally tell by me asking that question. I'm a Star Wars guy, not a Star Trek guy. But
what are you talking about in Star Trek? All 50% of the time when there's something they can't explain. Oh, we've detected tachyon particles.
yes, but I guarantee you that in his role-playing scenario, there were 0 tachyon particles.
And I guarantee you that I was highly disappointed that there were 0 tachyon particles.
We didn't get past. Well, we played 2 sessions, I think.
I think so. It was the same thing, but 2 different sessions of it.
I really love Star Trek. Don't get me wrong, but the character creation left something to be desired in my feeling.
Yeah, that it did. But maybe if we get further down, it'll be a little better.
We should play the Cleon version that I have.
Yeah.
That would be more fun.
See, and that would help with the second thing. Don't ask if this is going to violate the Prime Directive, because everything violates the goddamn Prime Directive.
Not everything. You just can't interfere with a pre-warp technology.
And what were we doing in our
Rings.
first fucking mission? Fucking with a pre-warped civilization, and we were giving them technology.
Maybe that was a poor design choice on the DM.
That was
And you
a
should have given
pre-written
the-
story by the games.
Yeah. Possibly you should have chosen something not like that for the first time for people who don't watch Star Trek.
I know they didn't watch Star Trek, but it's so hard. It's just my knowledge of it's so vast. I've watched
Anyway,
way too fucking much.
Captain Jean-Luc Picard broke the Prime Directive for good reasons a few times, and it was fine.
Most captains did. Okay, that's what half of the episodes in what is it? I want to say Deep Space Nine. Voyager.
Voyager?
That's what half the episodes in Voyager was,
They
dude.
didn't really have a choice. They were in the middle of nowhere.
Exactly. They didn't have a choice to break or not to break, to die or not to die. What are the rules if no one are watching? You know what I mean? If
That's
survival is on the line, that's sort of what that entire show was based on. But still, besides that game, I don't have too much experience with D&D or with like I said, with other role playing games. I keep calling role playing D&D. See, that's how mainstream I am.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's be fair. That was the role-playing for the longest time, so...
I had a little bit of experience with either 3.0 or 3.5. I played like 1 or 2 campaigns or 1 or 2 times in high school, and then I didn't play for a very, very long time. It wasn't until recently when 5th edition came out in 2014 that we ended up picking up books and actually getting into it again. Christina actually played 4.0 with her Starbucks friends, which she told the story, I think, on episode 1 or 2.
Not real D&D. Sorry.
Yeah, it was very flowcharty, very extremely new player friendly, but at the same time not giving them the full experience of what D&D probably should have been.
What did you say earlier, though? If you don't know any better, then it's a perfectly enjoyable experience.
Yeah, if you started playing role playing and 4th edition was your first role playing system, you are fine. You didn't know better, quote unquote, that there's anything better out there. Hypothetically, you might prefer 4.0 to 5.0 or 3.5 or all the other versions. Most people would say you're crazy, but if you enjoy it and you have a group of friends that also enjoy it, play the shit out of it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, really, play whatever the hell you enjoy. Who cares? You don't need to listen to our opinions.
Yeah, but if you want to play something good, play 5th edition. And one of the main reasons why I say that is because of the Ravnica supplement that was given to it. Oh, man. Of course, it's Magic and Wizards of the Coast finally did the right thing and meshed their 2 games together and gave us a little bit of the stuff that we wanted. So it gives us all the really cool creatures, some bad guys, a lot of the legendary people that you would find in the storyline were in the book. And they came out with probably some of the sweetest pre-painted, pre-molded figures that came out. Oh, we didn't get to play enough of it for me to bust those guys out.
No, we definitely need to play that game.
Yeah, and I want to redo it because I want to redo the idea that I had, and I have a new idea for something else that we can do. Because I know so much of Magic the Gathering, and specifically Ravnica, that was my favorite set, that's why I feel that I'll be best for DMing this. But 3.5 also has a Cthulhu supplement, which I was just informed about. So maybe I'll let Christina do that one. She likes to DM as well.
Yeah, it's Cthulhu Mythos by Sandy Peterson. That came out 1 or 2 years ago. But he still has like monthly updates of monthly scenarios if you supply to the subscription of his.
Patreon, or what are we talking about here?
Oh, God, I forget. He has his own webpage. You go to Sandy Peterson website and you can sign up for his newsletter.
And it's Cthulhu-based updates for 5.0?
5th edition. For 5th edition, yeah.
How much we talking, you know?
It's not very much monthly by any means. I mean, the bigger chunk is the book, of course. But no, it's not bad. It can't be more than like 20 to 30 monthly, if that.
That's pretty bad. What do you...
I don't think it's even that much. I'm just spitballing off the top of my head. I can look it up while y'all talk about
20 to 30
yeah, that
seems
sounds
like
good.
a
Go
shit
ahead
ton.
and... Yeah, 30 seems a bit high. I was thinking somewhere between 10 and 15, maybe. 20 at the most.
10.
Again, if you're the DM, or if maybe you want to split it between friends or something like that, if you're constantly playing this and you love it, because, come on, you know the people that love Cthulhu.
Yeah.
So...
For some reason.
Well, it's called Cthulhu's Dungeon is the subscription. Or at least the newsletter you're looking for. And apparently right now, actually, you can get good discount on Cthulhu Mythos if you go through Critical Role to buy it.
Oh, the book? How much is the book?
Critical Role?
Yeah, there's a replay of a video you need to watch to get the code.
Okay.
The books are only like $40 to $50, so if you can get a $20 discount, it's not bad.
Yeah, but remember, guys, you're probably going to need the Dungeon Master and the Player's Guide, more than likely. Minimum for this.
Edition?
Well, for 5th edition, yeah, to use the Cthulhu.
Do we already have that?
Yeah, we have it. I'm just saying for those people out there, you'll need at least those two.
Right.
So like 100 plus of books, really.
But just like board games, role-playing games are a investment into your fun. If you enjoy role-playing, that book is going to give you hours upon hours of entertainment. $50 is a steal.
Oh, for sure. It's really worth it, for sure. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do.
A little side note. Yeah, a little side note while our friend here looks up for the information he wants to give us right now. As somebody who has worked in a gaming store, can I please say, if you guys are coming into the store and you are sitting down and role playing with your 5-6 people plus DM, or however big your group is, for 3, 4, 5 hours at a time, do us 2 favors. One, support your local game store and either buy the books from them or buy some of the snacks or possibly some of the food that's being sold there, whether that be prepared or, just chips and stuff. I have seen so many people come in with just like a cooler full of fucking food. Just Thanksgiving dinner on Sunday, on Sunday evening for no reason other than I'm going to sit down, play 8 hours of role playing and not spend a dime, while some people have monetary issues or, maybe you're young, 15, 16, don't have too much extra to spend on other stuff. Some people don't really have an excuse. They buy all of their books on Amazon. Then they go into the local game store and take up space and
That's
resources that could be used for other things, Some of you guys are really cool. You help run events and things like that. But, some of you need to shapen up, man.
So yeah, the subscription is $25, but each month or each couple of months they come out with an act, which is a whole book. I mean, it comes with maps and everything.
Nice.
And it's $25. But if you were to do that, you also get some other benefits. I mean, you get a free PDF of the campaign, of course. You get it 1 month prior to the general retail release. You get a 10% discount on all their role-playing books and miniatures.
Wait, so each of these updates that he puts out becomes...
Just by putting part of the subscription.
Yeah, they become paper supplements?
They're actual books you get, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Still Cthulhu, D&D based or just...
Yes, all Cthulhu-like stories for D&D 5th edition.
Wow. No, that's not as bad as it sounded in the beginning.
It's not.
The fact that you get the PDF and everything ahead of schedule and everything.
Yeah, and you get a discount on other books, which is 10% discount on, like, if you want to get their other acts, they still have their old acts for sale for $100 for 4 books.
Okay.
So that's $10 off each time. That's not terrible.
Again, if you have a dedicated group to role playing, split the cost. It's $5 between 5 people. 25 between 5 people isn't too bad, especially if you're getting, like I said, hours upon hours of entertainment.
Yeah, and the actual book itself, the Cthulhu Mythos book, is $60 apparently, but you can get a $20 coupon if you watch that Critical Role episode.
Oh,
you can just go to their website and probably find it, or
and that's
go to
getting
the
it
Peterson
direct to
website
them.
and find it. Right.
Gotcha.
Do you think you get a PDF when you order the book, I assume?
You get a PDF when you order the book, yes.
Okay.
Or of Cthulhu Mythos, you mean?
Yeah. Really pisses me off when you buy a RPG book from the not directly from a third-party seller, and then they don't give you the PDF with it. Like, such a waste of money.
That's something that one should, if you're going to get it from online or all those other things, a PDF is always nice, but a PDF should also be included with the base or with the book if you're buying it for retail, or having, like, how you have like cards at GameStop that have the game for Nintendo?
Yeah.
They need something like that with just barcodes or something simple that gives you a code that you can buy from your local game store, because they are missing out on a lot of those sales too.
Yeah, you do. Just to follow up on on Alex's question, yeah, you do get a free download of the book.
That's why I want to... it's so expensive to get more Borg from the Swedish publisher. But that's the only way to get the PDF and the book. I tried joining a D&D group. They were the people that played like 6 to 8 hours on a Sunday. I lasted 1 or 2 sessions. That's too much for me.
It's fine and everything, especially if you're doing it at somebody's house or somewhere.
You can take breaks and stuff.
Yeah, where you can take breaks, you can eat, you can intermingle, maybe do other things in between. That seems fine. But if you're just like grinding it out 8 hours straight, only potty breaks, like, whew, that's a lot.
I think 3 to 4 hours would be a
ideal.
Decent amount. Yeah.
Yeah.
We usually do more like 2-ish.
Yeah, but that's more of lifetime constraints versus just going for it. If everybody had a Saturday off and we can get our, when we can choose between board games and RPGs, our RPGs would go about 4 hours.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's assuming the DM had enough material to go 4 hours.
4 hours of material? That's a lot.
Yeah, that is.
I mean, unless your players are just good at, doing stupid side things. Like, I want to go to the bar and play darts.
Don't, derail your campaign, guys. Come on.
Well, let's roll for that bullseye, guys.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, look, critical fumble. It bounced off and hit the Minotaur. Now he's pissed. He threw you guys out, and now you are off in the road in the direction that you fucking need to be.
To be that subtle.
I feel like that's a GM or a DM who's just a sore loser and taking too much control of his game.
All right. Well, we talked a lot about actual RPGs that we either play, have played, or want to play in the future. Now, let's talk about something that we wish was an RPG. Now, are we talking about just settings, or do we want to talk about IPs that we wish were?
I mean, either way,
RPGs.
whatever you prefer.
All right, well, start us off, Tom.
Okay, I don't know how this would work, but lately I've been playing a miniature game called Monster Apocalypse, which is kind of like playing a Godzilla game. And with Godzilla versus King Kong coming out, I would love to play some kind of RPG where it was just you were playing a kaiju. Oh my god! If I could be Godzilla somehow and play a game like that, even if it's, I mean, I don't know how it would work though, because you're not. Are you just gonna fight other kaiju the whole time?
You don't talk to each other. You just walk around fighting. I mean, like,
That sounds like it's just going to be scenario based.
Yeah, maybe scenario based. If it wouldn't be for that kind of an RPG, I mean, a world hopping one or like a portal hopping one to different dimensions each game.
Maybe kaiju versus humans.
I mean, you could do kaiju versus humans, I suppose, or you could make it more like Pacific Rim. So you could role play the humans inside of the robots, and you have the time with the humans out in the real world doing things, doing missions, and then you have when the monsters attack.
that would
Gotcha.
work a lot better. That's much more of something that could actually
So-
be a game.
So yeah, Pacific Rim more so
Okay. Kaijus specifically.
for specifically kaiju's. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll play
that
Ultraman.
sounds- that
That's
sounds
fine,
like a
I
lot.
don't care.
That sounds like a lot of fun. What would so you would specifically be a Godzilla like kaiju?
If I had the choice, yeah, definitely Godzilla.
All right, what do you got?
I want to play Freddy Krueger, basically.
No. Yes, well, back to that one. But what kaiju would you be?
Oh, what'd you say?
Godzilla.
Yeah, that's not fair.
No,
The three-headed gold
Godzilla.
dragon.
Oh, the one that just came out in
Ghidorah?
the King of Monsters
Yeah,
movie.
Ghidorah.
Yeah, but he looked stupid in that movie.
It was fine.
I mean, he was scary enough.
His
Yeah. The
The
face is
mythology
like-
was the
Yeah.
mythology was weird, but it was kind of cool to just have a mythology to explain it in the first place.
It worked.
I was cool with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it was not
Kaiju
great, but
battles.
whatever.
Give
I
me
get
your
over it.
money.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
dumpster fire movie. I'm sorry, Tom.
Wow.
It was
Damn.
terrible.
Hot
I don't
take.
think you properly love Godzilla.
Okay, so you would be like a three-headed one. You could just be like second Godzilla.
No,
Fuck it.
Space Dragon's fine.
Space Dragon.
Oh, Space Godzilla, the better Godzilla.
That's not Mecha Godzilla, right? That's just a
No,
different-
no.
Okay,
There was a
that's
Godzilla
different.
from space.
Okay, I
He was
want to
a
make sure.
badass.
I am not up to date with my Godzilla lore,
Don't worry,
at least
we
from the
got you.
80s. So,
We got you. Don't worry.
okay.
One of the toys, at least. We never saw that one.
so the
Yeah.
one that I would be Mothra though, because
Okay.
you can't kill me, baby. I just reincarnate. What you gonna do, huh?
So you just want to make love to me?
No, I just want to spread my pollen and then leave.
Do you have feelings for me? Are you trying to tell me you like me? You want to be more
no,
than friends?
Butterfree, Sunspore.
Okay. So okay. All right.
That's what I would pick for that. But I heard something about Freddy Krueger. Are you telling me?
Yeah. What kind
you
of game are we
want
talking about here?
a horror?
I want a
horror?
slasher where you're a slasher. I mean, I'd want to be Freddy Krueger type slasher, but where you could customize a slasher character.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's like you trying to control your own territory against your other slasher players, or
just
the
trying to kill
cops,
the
or
people?
against the kids that are you're trying to murder and they're trying to stop you.
Yeah, it'd have to be against the
Okay.
kids. It would definitely have to be you against the kids
So-
in your own personal horror movie.
Now, I could totally see this. So I could see this like pick your bad guy. Now pick your scenario. Are we going into the summer lake? Or are we going to the cul-de-sac? Are we going to the school?
Yeah, are we
You know?
going to are we going to the cornfields?
Oh yeah. Are we going
Be
deep
sweet.
into the woods?
Yeah, maybe you could even have one player who's playing the slasher, and like a storyteller, a guy who's playing the slasher, and then the rest of the people can even some of them could play the kids if they wanted to.
Seems like it'd be hard to have the slasher just sitting there though while the kids do whatever. He's gonna sit there, hear what they're doing, and
Yeah.
Yeah, but the slasher's the all powerful.
Yeah, and this is all still hypothetical, of course. There's not a real system out there that we're like, oh yeah, let's go ahead and do that. But no, I mean something where the DM isn't the slasher would be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, possibly even let there be. Man, I don't know.
I guess the
There's
DM would
a-
have to be the kids then, and you would just have to somehow have the slashers competing against each other, Or it could just be this group of slashers together.
Yeah.
Well, considering if I was the one to get it, I'd probably have to run the damn thing. Just have the DM be the slasher.
Yeah, it seems pretty clear cut the way it should be.
Yeah.
The villain's usually the DM.
Yeah, that's fair. He just wants to be a slasher, guys.
But no, I mean,
Don't listen to
that
him.
sounds really fun, actually.
Or Dragon RPG.
I mean, I'm totally gonna be the blonde chick who trips on everything. That's my role. Like, come on, fuck, Snake Eyes, I tripped again.
I'll just play the nerd. It's fine.
Character advantage, triple D breasts.
Yeah, so when I get stabbed, it'll be like Scary Movie, implant first.
Yeah, you have armor. Definitely.
Yeah, plus
Okay.
1 armor, baby.
Yeah. Oh, no.
No, that sounds
Minus 10 to
interesting.
every roll.
Oof, dead. Well, I mean, see, that sounds like you want to kill your guys off, and then guess what? New campaign, or look, somebody survived. Sequel time.
You could play a Evil Dead type version where you're running the Necronomicon spirits.
Yeah, so, I mean, the possibilities are as endless as the horror genre itself.
For sure. That would be really fun, actually. I'm down for that, but
You know, I'm kind of just playing this with Cult, kind of.
kind of.
Yeah, a little bit. See, now if you tweak the rules.
I mean, there's nothing stopping that, I guess.
No.
Okay, but I'm not remaking my character.
No,
No,
absolutely.
it won't work for our party right now.
Okay.
That's not-
What about you?
Well, for me, I have to keep it nerdy. Luckily, they're already doing one of the things that I would want to do, which is Avatar: The Last Airbender, which CBS has already sold the rights to somebody to make that system. So in the near future, by near future I mean 2 to 3 years, I will be seeing that system and hopefully playing a campaign because I think that setting's awesome.
Well, would you be the airbender, or would
No.
you have to be a firebender
No,
or
bloodbender.
Yeah,
Blood-
I don't think
bloodbender.
that if you were the Avatar, it would be very fair.
Yeah,
I mean,
right?
maybe, if he worked
don't
some
know.
way, or if it, if they made the rules for that somehow. But I think because you want to have multiple friends or multiple people playing, you either do what the Avatar did, have multiple people be, airbender, what's it called,
Earthbender.
Earthbender,
Whatever.
yeah, waterbender, all that stuff. You can have a diverse crew, or you can set it in your own setting and you can all be firebenders. And then, one of you guys is a tank, one of you guys is more into creating things with your fire, stuff like that.
Want some more support or something.
Yeah, I'm hoping for diverse roles, not just, fire is your mage and your tank is the ground or the
Right.
earth people.
Right.
I don't want it to be like that. I
If
want
it's
it to be
too
diverse.
too derivative of D&D makes it kind of boring, and you might as well.
Yeah,
play
the system
D&D.
really needs to be pretty different from D&D nowadays to really give it a chance of sticking around.
Yeah. Because that's already being made, my official choice is something Naruto based or anime based.
Okay.
Where, something very either Bleach like or Naruto like, where you choose your base character and then he evolves down the line, gaining new things, Not so much D&D, but you want to.
You gain
Huh?
belief in yourself.
God damn it.
You want to protect your friends.
No, I actually kind of want it to be like Exalted, where, correct me if I'm wrong, the better you explain it, the more likely the outcome is.
Right, yeah, that is a mechanic.
Yeah, so something like that. So, I didn't just do the Sharingan. I pierced through my opponent's gaze with my Sharingan and saw what he was planning ahead, blah, 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 blah. Something where you can, if you imagine it, you can try to do it in paper as long as it's clearly not fucking ridiculous.
Right.
Because any role playing that you play, you have to be a fan of. Because there are so many flavors, you have to really like the one you roll.
Yeah, you definitely do, especially enough to read everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why the DM is always the one that wants to play it the most is the one that's forced to run it.
Right. Honestly. So I would be the DM. I would be the one with all the little ninja stuff. But because, once again, I know the most of that world, that's why I feel like I'd be the best to do that system.
Yeah, makes the most sense to me.
Yeah.
I would want to be like broccoli.
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 Ah,
Whew. Yeah, showing her age there. The original Brock,
I'm
baby.
sorry. That's
No, Rockley.
broccoli. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Rockley.
I'd want to be
Mike
like him.
guy.
He's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, see, like, that would be really cool. Going into there and then finding all the rules for just taijutsu, just
Yeah.
fighting physically. or I want to be a puppet dude. You know, somebody that controls the puppet guys and has either poisons or a ton of people at their disposal. So,
Yeah, no, that would be really fun. Yeah.
Orochimaru. Or
Oh,
just a
that's-
villain, really.
somebody that just summons snakes and all kinds of
Not
things.
necessarily snakes. What was the last one that had... he was from the olden days, and he was resurrected, fighting, like, armies.
A Madara?
Yeah,
Yeah, well, I mean, who doesn't see?
that's God power.
Yeah, I'm like he shows his true self. He is always min maxing. He's like,
Mhm.
can I just be the most OP character in the fucking series? I'll just be that guy.
That's why I didn't
why
like
not?
4th edition, because you couldn't mid-max.
Yeah, you were so gated. Everything was no.
They tried to make it too much like an MMO.
I mean,
It
they
was
succeeded.
Well, they did.
Yeah.
But,
Well, any closing remarks?
just remember, don't bother with 4th edition. And also, my brother Alex here has been starting a dating website profile. So, if there are any ladies out there that want to check that out, just hit me up.
He's not entirely wrong. I'm open to that. So
Well, at least you know what you're getting into. Role playing in D&D. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, staying in, nice and cozy.
Good snacks. Lots of good snacks.
There you go. There you go.
that sounds really appealing. That's not desperate sounding or anything.
No, he's also a snack. So,
You know, if he's good at role playing here, you know where else he's good at
Oh,
role playing.
yeah.
That's right.
Well,
Anyways.
maybe we should get back to the subject.
Yeah. Well, that pretty much does it for us. We are looking forward to Cults that our good friend Alex is running. Maybe down the line, an Exalted game, Lunar
Right.
specifically. Maybe for me, I'll be getting back into either Outbreak Undead or doing something D&D 5th edition in the near future with our good friend either Jason, maybe Mike. You know, trying to get the old crew going here a little bit once we start getting vaccinated, of course.
My booster's tomorrow, so I'll be
Oh.
good to go.
Look at you being able to get back out there into the world.
Ooh. Yeah, I've not been doing that at all.
Yeah, can you imagine just high-fiving a homeless dude? Woo!
Oh my god, right now?
Yeah,
I
'cause-
normally would be afraid of that. But
especially now.
Oh man. Okay, that pretty much does it for us, guys. We are everywhere. We are on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Find us Next Game Dilemma. If you have any suggestions, any ideas for future episodes, anything that you'd like to review, or even give us a comments, you can find me at noel@nextgamedilemma.com. That pretty much does it for us, guys. See you later.
have a good night.
Thank you.